What is Amazon DSP and should you be doing it? That's what I'm going to be covering in today's show. So Amazon DSP, or Demand Side Platform, is a pretty amazing platform inside of Amazon advertising. There's one big problem with it though. If you actually go through Amazon, you're going to be spending about $30,000 to $35,000 per month in ad spend alone. That's kind of their minimum barrier to entry. But if you go through an agency like ours, you can actually spend whatever you want. So in my brand, I Love, we actually started out with just a $4,000 a month budget on Amazon DSP, and now we're increased all the way up to $12,000 a month in budget, and we're actually producing $50,000 a month with that $12,000. So a great return on ad spend. But the key thing is, don't let the return on ad spend from DSP become like the sex appeal of it, because DSP is more than just a return on ad spend. It's brand awareness. It's so much, and that's what I'm going to be covering a little bit more in today's video. I'm actually going to flip my screen, and there's a great article written by, let me check. It's written by Kyle Kirkwood on Helium 10, and that article kind of goes through the whole funnel of DSP, and then it also goes over the differences between DSP and sponsored display. So let me flip over to my screen and I'm going to show you that. But before I do, if you're interested in learning more about Amazon DSP, I recommend at least doing $50,000 a month on Amazon or more. But if you're interested in learning how we can help you with DSP, I will put a link down below. Just fill out that form. Once I get that form, then I will reach out to you and see if it's a good fit for us. So let me flip over to my screen and we'll get started. So like I said, this is a great article and I'm going to go through that today. And I'm just going to actually read it for you and go down line by line because it's actually a really, really good article. So what is Amazon DSP, or Demand Side Platform? So Amazon DSP, let me just scroll down here to actually be on the introduction. So Demand Side Platform is a buying machine for display ads. You put money in and display ads go flying out. So what are display ads? Here are some examples. The banners and video ads that you see everywhere. So they range in size and shape. So here's some examples. And you'll see these both on and off Amazon. And so this provides you with the ability to serve video and display ads for your product to specific target audiences in specific places at specific times. And optimizations are made after enough data has been collected to identify whether the ads performed according to Amazon DSP campaign goals. So is there a difference between sponsored display and DSP? Yes, there is. So sponsored display ads are self-service, no minimum, low barrier to entry, and easy to build. You can do this inside of your campaign manager. And this makes it, like he said, both their strength and downfall. So Amazon DSP, on the other hand, gives us the control and the precisions that we are missing in sponsored ad display. I always say that Amazon DSP is like sponsored ad display on steroids. So with DSP, we can decide who, what, where, when you serve the ads, making DSP unlike any other marketing channel on Amazon. So let's take a look at that customer journey. The top of the funnel, brand awareness. Customers are in the target audience but not engaged in the aisle. Customers don't know you exist, but you want to make them aware of your brand. So this is going to be very low ROAS, high ACOS targets right here. And you want to look at searches, click-throughs, and click-through rate. This is brand awareness. So you want to make sure you're only going after that after you've kind of started the other ones. Consideration. The customer is considering the type of product they want. Shoppers are engaged in the aisle, but not browsing or purchasing your brand yet. So they're problem aware, but they're not aware of your brand. And so you want to look at detail page views and total detail page views for that. Purchase intent. So we're moving down this funnel. Purchase intent, or shoppers are browsing your brand but have yet to make a purchase. Customers comparing you to competitors. You want to look at add to carts and total add to carts. Purchase evaluation, customers reviewing the product before inevitable category purchase. So these customers are actually converting, and hopefully they're converting for yours. So they're clicking purchase right now. So this is where you start measuring purchases. Then finally, loyalty. Customers are purchasing your brand, but they have not signed up for subscribe and save. And so they love your product, but now we're trying to get them on subscribe and save, and you're going to start measuring the subscribe and save rates on that. And so what I recommend with DSP is, if you're already kind of maximizing sponsored products in search, is we start at the bottom of the funnel and move our way up. And so with I Love, where we're at is right here. And so we're starting to do some competitor conquesting, and I'm going to talk about that more in another video. And so stay tuned. In next week's video, I'm going to be going over what we're doing inside I Love and exactly like what it means and everything. So we start at the bottom and we move our way up depending on your budget. So as we add budget, we just keep moving up that funnel. So I hope this video on Amazon DSP was helpful and kind of helped you determine if you should be doing it or not. I always recommend maximizing sponsored products first, or everything inside Amazon's campaign manager, before moving on to DSP. DSP especially works if you're in consumables. If you're in consumables, you better go down there and fill out that form now, because if you're in consumables, you're leaving a ton of money on the table, and this just helps make your brand awareness more. For one brand, we're getting a 14 ROAS. For our brand, we're getting in between a 4 and a 6, which is amazing. And then for another brand we're managing, we're getting a 10 ROAS. Those are all in consumables. So if you're in consumables, this is a must. You have to join and get DSP. So make sure you fill out that form down below. And then finally, if you're not in consumables, this still works for you. It's just you got to play and tinker with it a little bit more. And so that's also good, because we are using it for our sunglasses and it's working really well for our sunglasses. So let me know in the comments if you're using DSP. And if you're not, why not? Let us know. Fill out that form below. Take action. Take action. Take action. DSP, it's not as expensive as you think. And if you go through an agency, you don't have to hit those monthly minimums that Amazon requires, like $30,000 to $35,000.